A best-selling book series comes to life on the big screen. Vampire Academy hits theaters on February 7th. Here to reveal the juicy details, please welcome some of the cast members, Zoey Deutsch, Lucy Fry, and Dominic Sherwood. Hello there. All right, so what is this new obsession with vampires?
Did you say this new obsession?
Yeah, well, I mean, I remember my day. Okay, you don't remember this. Back in my day, it was like Bela Lugosi. It was like, I'm going to see Camilla.
Right.
Way back when.
This is a little different.
Yeah, this is because the vampires are all sexy and everything now. Yeah, so what is this obsession with vampires, do you think?
I think that there's been an obsession with vampires for centuries, and it's just changing depending on what the society is at the time. So we've gone from my vent to suck your blood to now being like pop teenage vampires that just go to school and have a normal life. But
for those people who don't know what this is based on, it's based on the novel, but tell us what the basic premise of this is.
Right, sure. Well, there are 3 types of vampires, because every single story has, there's all these different rules, and it's hard to kind of wrap your mind around it. But there are 3 types of vampires. There's Moroi, Dhampir, and Strigoi. Moroi are full vampires that need blood to survive. Dhampir are half vampires that protect Moroi, the first one, from the third vampires, the Strigoi, which are the evil undead vampires. Yes, do you want to continue?
Yeah, and Dominic, I know you got 2 women here, but 3 women actually, including me. But if you want to get a word in edgewise,
I'm going to try. Yeah, I'll try and sneak one in where I can. Yeah, but no, I mean they've got it exactly right. That's exactly what it's about. And
I didn't say what it was about. I wasn't very helpful. I don't know you.
That's the premise.
That's the premise, and kind of the dichotomy of normal teenagers having a normal life in a normal high school, as well as the very surreal element of the battle for good and evil and the very supernatural.
Yeah, and that's really the crux to the whole thing here, is that people can find themselves identifying with these vampires because there are human aspects to them, and you talk about just kind of going through that life, and I think it's something that you're right, teenagers can identify with. You find yourselves in situations that in real life teenagers may find themselves in.
Exactly, like the base of the film is the friendship between Rose and Lissa, and it begins when they've fled from the academy, and because of these shadows and darkness that they feel there, and they get captured and taken back, and they have to face all of these mysteries in the academy while just going through everyday things like falling in love and getting crushes and
bullying and teasing and basically all of the things that most people face in a normal high school. Like, our relationship is very much based on like normal human aspects of our life, not really to do with the kind of the supernatural and the fact that we're vampires.
Yeah. All right, so when you were little kids, were you afraid of vampires?
No.
No,
really?
You thought they were cool then?
Yeah.
I did.
There was one of those movies that came out recently. It talked about how Dracula has lost his touch. He's not scaring kids anymore. It's actually kind of cool. Well, let's talk a little bit about y'all's background. I know oftentimes people are kind of either born into show business, or it's something that you stumble across at some point and realize, this is my passion, this is my heart. Okay, for you.
Or it could be both.
Yeah, it could be both.
In my case, yeah, my mother's an actress, and so I was definitely exposed to this world, or whatever you want to say. It's the same world that everyone else was in.
Leah Thompson, Back to the Future.
She's so cute.
Yeah, there's Mama.
I stole that dress after she wore it. Anyway, so I was born into it, but I think it's always been, it's nature versus nurture.
Right.
I've always wanted to do this. I love telling stories and making people feel, which can be a positive and negative thing. And
yeah, and you say positive and negative, it's true, because oftentimes if Mom or Daddy did it, oftentimes people go, oh, you're in there, you're getting your break because Mom and Dad. But did you ever feel the pressure for trying to earn your...
No, I don't, because I feel like I work hard. I have no shame in acknowledging my parents' job, because I'm proud of them and I love them, and I know that I work hard at what I do.
And you can do.
There are no favors when money's involved like that. You know what I mean? You have to. Sometimes they can help you get in the room, but no one's gonna.
Doesn't help you stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. With you?
My dad's an engineer and my mom's a physio in Australia.
Oh,
so
you went far right to the other side.
Yeah, I was like a little rebel.
Yeah.
That went and decided to be creative. I guess when I was 14, I started physical theatre training with a company in Brisbane, and it was really just fun and liberating, and I started to feel things that I didn't know were possible, and felt so empowered by this art form. And it was then that I kind of saw people who were doing acting for their career, and I realized that it was possible. I always sort of thought that I would be more in theatre because that's what I saw in Brisbane more.
Yeah.
And then when I left school, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go for a year and put everything I have into it and see if it feels like it's working out for me, and thankfully it's going well.
Yeah, and you said the word career there. You're right. I think it's still a lot of people look at it as, can it actually be a career, or is it simply my passion? For all of you, do you think that this is your career choice, or is it something you love doing but there's another career in you somewhere?
No, this is definitely this is my career. This is, you know, it's my passion. This is all I've ever wanted to do since I was like 4. This, you know, so I couldn't ever envisage myself taking a step back and taking a step away and saying, actually, I'm going to try doing something else or whatever it is. You know, I think
like maybe a physiologist or an engineer.
Right. Yeah. Like, or my mum's a teacher, so that's not something I could ever do because it's not something I'm passionate about. I think one of the greatest kind of shames that people do and people have is that they don't follow their dreams and end up leaving themselves unhappy in things that they do. And I think if you've got a dream, you should follow it.
What was that spark it for?
I used to. This is
oh, this is gonna be good.
It was Disney films. I used to watch a lot of Disney films with my mum and my little brother, and I used to kind of watch like Prince Charming and him getting the girl, and I was like, I want to be. That's who I want to be when I grow up. I want
you knew at 4.
Right? Yeah, I knew at 4. So I started doing it through school and did plays as much as I could through school, and then that transferred to kind of outside of school. But where I grew up, it wasn't. The schools I went to were very much like, you should do like maths or biology, or you shouldn't, acting's not, that's not a, like you say, that's not a career, you shouldn't, and that's kind of what was drummed into me. But I guess that kind of made me stronger, because I was like, I'm going to show you guys, like I'm going to show you that I can do it, and I can make this a career and make it my life.
Yeah. Zoe, you're going to say?
Oh, no, I was just going to say that it's my passion. I love it. I want to do it forever. And I have no other skills. What would I do?
I'm sure you do.
I don't know. I can, like, cook pasta, but I'm stuck here. Thankfully, I love it.
All the cook shows are hot right now, so you might have, like, pasta with Zoe.
Yeah. I'm not sold. I'm not sold.
There are lots and lots of little kids who look up to you all and think, this is what I would like to do at some point. So what do you tell them in the way of advice? Because this is a business where oftentimes, too, you learn to toughen up, get a thick skin, because you can be told no a lot of times, but then your Oscar-winning performance could be the very next one, so you can't give up.
I think do what makes you happy. If you love it, if you're doing it for the right reasons, then keep going. Keep
Big thing,
on.
right reasons is true, because I oftentimes get people that will say to me, well, I want to like do like a talk show, and you're like, okay, and why do you like to do that? It's like, well, I want to be famous, and I go, that's not going to work. My friends told me that I was very cute, you know, and my mother said, well, Mama's always going to say that, so, but yeah, do it because you love it.
And I think it's kind of important to note that it is a job. It's like you were mentioning, it's a career, it's a job like other things. Yes, there are for glamorous aspects, but for the most part, you're there to do a job.
Yeah, well, we see the back end when it's all put together.
Yeah.
We have no idea what it takes to actually get there. I did a soap opera once. It was a 17-hour day.
Oh, my God.
But all I did was I was a waitress who said, would you like some more? I'm like, can I go now? Can I go now? Because I had to wait around the set the entire day. That was it, you know, but it was crazy. So what was it like to see this film all put together? Because, you know, oftentimes the shoots go where you may shoot from day to day. You don't know how it really all goes together until it's edited and done.
I just saw it yesterday because I hadn't seen kind of the full cuts. They sent one to my hotel room, and I got to see it yesterday. But I'm one of the worst people, because I watch myself and go, oh, I look like that, I sound funny, I was doing that with my face, I just look terrible. And so I just watched the entire movie and came out with a really poor sense of self-esteem.
What did you think of your co-stars?
They're great, and it's really amazing to see like Sarah and Cameron and all the other guys, because my scenes are either kind of with you or with Zoe and not really with anyone else. So to see all of the other guys and the other bits that I'd obviously read in the script, but actually have them put it up on its feet, that's really cool, and it's really good to see. And everyone does such a good job, and obviously the crew and Mark and Dan have done amazingly well.
I want to repair your self-esteem right now. We have some young folks in the audience today, some entertainers here. So young ladies, can you help boost his self-esteem, put it back where what do you think? Do you think he has a dent? Do you think he's fine? Yeah. Oh, he's fine. You're good. You're good. You're good to go. All right. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I have, and it is such a fun film. It's not what people expect it to be. It's a really good date movie, honestly. There's something for guys. It's action. It's sexy. It's funny.
And not only for teens, adults too, because we all relive those lessons over and over again.
There's a relationship for more of the adults, and there's a relationship for more of the teens, and I really think it does something for everybody, which is really nice. and
Yeah.
it's a fun film.
All right, Lucy?
Yeah, that's the whole point of it, is that it's a movie that you go to see to have fun. And the comedy in it plays really well and juxtaposed by the kind of darkness of the academy. And I think that that's one of the really interesting things about it, is that it's such a dark setting, and it's got this mystery of like the vampires in this historical school.
Yeah.
And that it's so light, and it's got all this like energy, and it bounces off each other, and it just has this momentum. And I think that it's the kind of film that you'll go and see it. It's got the perfect mixture of all the elements of action and comedy and drama.
Plus, for some reason, I just think that vampires should talk like you do. For some reason, they should. Yeah, they just. Well,
What's wrong with my American accent?
No, no, it's good.
You mean the nasal,
Because
accent? You don't think that's sexy?
Because over there, they think that Dracula should have our American accent.
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
But
okay.
do you think like the American accent's cool?
Yeah, of
You think it's cool,
course.
right? You think it's cool?
Is there any other way we can answer, being where we are right now? Like,
Yeah,
yes, the
yeah,
American
yeah.
accent,
Well, you can say the Southern accent is cool, but maybe the American accent isn't.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
love
right. Now,
Southern.
I want you to say howdy, y'all.
Oh, no, don't.
Okay,
It's going to be...
Make it.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
Vampire Academy opens in theaters February 7th. For more information, you can log on to greatdayhouston.com. And everyone in our studio audience, by the way, is going home with Vampire Academy goodie bags. Thank you all very much.